Children. No, I don't care about that. I mean, well, you ain't got no kids anyway, right? So it don't.
I know. Fuck
matter.
the kids.
Well, damn. All right. Oh, damn. Okay.
We're more so interested. Have you ever swallowed kids, or do you like take them on your? Where do you like the kids to be placed at? Yeah,
Is that the question, or is that going on the list?
You can answer that solo question for me.
I mostly just swallow those. I haven't really had anyone prefer to put it somewhere else.
You're not against that, huh?
No.
I mean, well, they might want to put it in you sometimes.
Right, which is mostly what they want. Like they don't pull out to say, let's put it somewhere else. They just keep it there.
Yeah. All right.
Here's my specific questions that I want for Jaztina. One, kinky fetishes. Obviously, you like taking control or being dominated. Do you like taking control or being dominated?
I like both. Depends on the person.
Okay, so in your mind, what is the freakiest thing? Jason, are you recording? Or what is this?
Yeah, but I haven't even bothered to do the fucking intro, so we just got
started. Let's do it. Jason, go ahead. Do the honors, please.
Explicit Podcast, back once again, and this time we have w-Jaztina Santiago, all right? The other black woman in the group, which is what
Good one.
She got some big ass titties, you know what I'm saying? Nice ass body and shit. She loves to have niggas bust a nut inside of her. She fucks raw all the time, which is my personal favorite. And she swallows the kids, according to what she said off the air to me and my co-host on this episode, Devontae Lee. Sorry.
Hi, everybody.
To that. Yes.
Hey, this episode, I'm going to try to do my real manly, sexy voice. All right? I'm giving it a try.
And you know what?
There you go.
That's a real good idea, Devontae, because this way they won't be confused by your voice and her voice. You know what I'm saying? We got to.
Oh, damn.
Now, hold on.
Oh, shit.
I meant that with love because a second ago I couldn't tell which one of you had answered my question, so I was just,
Damn. I know, right? Damn.
Hey.
I felt the love.
Listen. Devontae has said fucked up shit to me enough times to where I can finally get his motherfucking ass back today.
All right.
Right. I didn't get nothing to say to that shit. That was just okay. That was good.
All right, go ahead.
Huh?
What did you want to know?
Oh boy.
You want to know something?
We go brush past that point, but we okay. We asking Justina questions now?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. So my first line of question is, do you like to be submissive or you like to be dominant? You said
that I like both. Generally, I like to, go after somebody's soul, if that's the right way to put it, and see what they can bring back, which I usually don't fuck people that can't bring something back to it, so it's a nice...
So in the bedroom, you trying to leave exhausted, like y'all both sweaty and nasty and shit like that, right?
Oh, yeah. It's a fucking rumble. We ain't here to play games.
So how many times do you traditionally, or how long do you like someone to have sex with you? And how many times?
Like in a spans of time? I don't know. I guess it would be, if they're good, I guess it'd be a few years.
No, I think he means per session, right? Each session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe about an hour, more or less. Like I said, it depends on the chemistry and shit, but, if we're going to go all in, hour, plus or minus.
Okay, good.
Because I'm not trying to be there all fucking day, but if it's good, run with it.
It's nice to know you can. I know people who like quickies and getting the fuck over with. Okay. Jason, you want to
are all right.
Jason, you want to go back and forth with the questions, or you want me to hit my onslaught on her ass?
You can hit her with everything you got. Although I was just picturing her on her knees with her head in a guy's lap, and it just made me wonder, when's the last time you were on your knees with a dick in your mouth? Because that is kind of like a good sight for any girl.
Oh, God. Well, it wasn't back when the Beatles, whatever the fuck you said, but I'd have to say it was last spring.
Last spring. Nigga, that was a year ago.
Maybe.
What the No. There is no maybe. It's April. The fuck you mean maybe? That's last spring. How in
Yeah.
the fuck do you
Bro,
say?
don't. That is not podcast material.
It is totally 100% podcast material. We don't care about the specifics unless you feel comfortable enough to tell us. But it's up to you. We trying to know who Jaztina is because we just see you lay in the cut and then come out and do smart comments or give you insight. I'm more interested in you. It's not that many black people in the group. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you gotta set the bar high. I mean, because
I've been doing a lot of other shit over the last year, so Dick has been kind of put to the side because I'm dealing with other shit.
So
that's the only reason.
Wait a minute here. So you mean to tell me that over the last year you couldn't find 1 hour, as you say, give or take, to get yourself a nut? I don't understand.
I don't either.
Okay, well.
I can't explain the shit I can't control.
Oh, I think you can control that. All you gotta do is send out the bat signal, and here come niggas with dick in hand, So.
What had my gears rolling when you were like, when I was like, are you dominant? She was like, I like doing both. But you was like, her head and nigga lap. I was like, I get the impression that Jaztina is kind of the one to take control. So she the type to lift niggas' legs up in the air, and just go for his nutsack. I just
the legs are so far apart that I don't need to lift legs, but yeah, I go after all that. Because it's fun. It's fun to fuck with the nerves and shit down there. I don't know about the last bitch they was with, but I kind of torture them with pleasure. And it's fun.
That's how you end up with stalkers.
They know not to fuck with me like
that. Can pussy really be that good, though? Or head, to where you really want to stalk a bitch? I mean, because I hear that a lot, so it just makes me wonder, is that actually possible?
I mean, it happens, but if you gotta let motherfuckers know that's not the right thing. Like, you're dealing with crazy. Like, yeah, that was then, but if we're done, that's it. We gotta go find another bitch.
In my opinion, I've had great vagina, and none is enough to keep me around or keep making you stalk you. Like, one, I'm not the type of guy. I don't get obsessive.
There you go.
I'm kind of really dismissive. I'm like, okay, well that was nice, but I can go find something better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. I pick the ones that don't have stalker tendencies because I don't deal with that shit.
Hey, look, man, especially if a bitch makes it clear that she don't want you. Okay, there ain't no fucking reason to be chasing that shit, I mean, I've seen them fucking stalking shows on TV and shit, where motherfuckers be sitting outside the house all day, all night, showing up at the bitch's job like, damn, don't this nigga have something to do?
Right. Yeah, no.
Okay.
That shit don't fly.
Yo, let's flip-flop it around. So, have you ever been a stalker, Jaztina?
No.
Why you hesitant?
Because I had to think of just how deeply stalking goes. And I've when I was younger, I was stuck on a couple of guys, but I don't stalk because I don't like the appearance of desperation. So you can't never be like, yeah, that bitch was stalking me. Like, nigga, no, I wasn't. Like, yeah, I know what you're doing, but you ain't about to know that. But no, I don't stalk. I pay attention, but I don't stalk. On top of that shit.
That was real smooth the way you put that. I get the feeling that there were some stalker tendencies going on, but you didn't want to describe it that way. But I get you. I follow. So has a dick ever made you, I wouldn't say cry, that's a little bit too strong, feel emotional?
When I was in a relationship, I could get emotional sometimes, but that shit was so long ago, it's like, yeah, it happened once or twice. But that's not any of my motivation in sex. I don't know, you gotta keep a certain upper hand on some shit, because I know how guys can get, and I know how crazy women can be, including myself, so it's like I gotta strike the balance, which is why I don't have stalkers, and also why, shit just works out.
What are you trying to get out of sex? If you had it. I want to put you
like you said, the hot, sweaty, raunchy, fucking
experience.
Waterfalls, and then, the whole shebang. And then, if it was good enough to do it again, then, we'll keep in contact. But if not, then, I went in and it's over.
Are you into, double penetration?
No. And I did anal one time, and I didn't like it. I don't get any kind of pleasure from ass play.
Okay, well, that's a 100% letdown for me.
I know. I knew it was gonna come up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I ain't got shit for you on that. I was on ecstasy when I did it too. I just figured, might as well add it to the list. So I tried it.
It's okay. I mean, it's not a 100%. Like, I feel hurt by the shit, but I got an infatuation with booty. You know, like touching booty holes and shit and seeing it. So like, that would kind of turn me on. The idea of thinking about you like anal sex, but like,
right. I mean, I'm not even going to close off the idea, because if someone does something right, then, you'll be opening new doors. But that would be on them to make me think it's any worth it.
From what I've heard, some girls, they say that it was so terrible the first time, but eventually they begin to like it, or they grew to like it. So because you've only done it once, is it possible that you could grow to like it, or you don't think so? Yeah,
I'm open to it. Like I said, I'm not about to look up ways to enjoy anal. That's going to be on the person. If they want to try something to see if I like it, then that's cool. But I'm not about to go research the shit, because I know I don't like it. But if I can be convinced, then hey, let's go.
So you're saying maybe Adam, Jekyll, and Hyde might be able to convince you?
Yeah, I think he could. I really do.
Yeah, she's on that nigga.
And trust me, I've thought about this.
Oh, boy.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
He's going to be very happy to hear that.
I know.
Go ahead, Devontae. I didn't want to cut you
off. I was thinking about dirty scenarios in my head, how it would persuade her to, try anal. Not me personally, but I was like, I'm thinking,
a big ass repertoire, wouldn't you?
I'm thinking about in the bed, like, you pull the hair to the side, you be like, grab her by her hair, and you be like, you know what? You just start, playing with her titties or whatever. Jaztina got big titties, where you slap her titty, you be like, I like these titties, right? Then you spread her legs open, because she ain't gonna do it herself, or maybe she would. And then you be like, you start playing with her black clitoris and stuff.
Oh my god!
You gotta stick the two fingers in her pussy hole, and you be like, who pussy is this? And after you say it a couple times, right? You gotta repeat it. You gotta slap her pussy and shit. You gotta pull the hand way out of her crotch, and you gotta grab her by the throat. And then she be like, who pussy is this? And when she say it again, then you stick her back in her pussy, make her come one time, maybe squirt. I'm not sure if Jaztina's a squirter. Then you stick
That's happened.
You gotta start real slow. You gotta stick the pinky in the booty hole, right? And then you go for it.
Well, that was a good.
Sorry, I couldn't elaborate real much further. I gotta be real quiet now. Go ahead. I was real excited. Sorry.
That was a good scenario, though. Like I said, I'd be open to trying it. So I'm sure somebody could make me like it, besides the aforementioned
Mr. Jekyll. Yeah. You know what? Speaking of him, let's get his question out of the way real quick. You read it already, so let's just get the answer.
Right. I think that it would have been cool to be around in the Victorian era, which is after the Enlightenment era, so like 1830 to 1900. But I'm pretty glad about where I came into the world, because I like the way shit's going now. But that would have been a time I would have liked to see.
Okay.
All
right, so what kinks are you into, Jaztina?
I was thinking about that earlier, and I mean, I'd have to look at a list of kinks, because I don't know. I like rough, and
anything could be a kink, honestly. Okay, so let me go. So there's furry play, people who would dress up as animals and shit. People who like to cosplay. People who are into gangbangs, DP. People who
cosplay's hot.
Sadists, people who like inflicting pain on people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, BDSM shit.
Which is me. I definitely like inflicting pain on motherfuckers. Not completely. But
yeah, I've seen your guys' little toy collection. That was probably just a part of it, I'm sure. But yeah, all that shit, whips and chains, all that.
I actually think it's so funny when people suffer a little bit, but that. Okay, so you're not into anal, because that kind of tones it down a little bit.
I know.
Okay, do you enjoy being spanked?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. You like bruises? You don't like bruises?
Yeah. I like to see that shit, 3 to 7 days after the event.
So is it safe to say that you will be okay being a slave?
I could be okay with it, yeah.
To Adam?
If done right. Yeah.
We're going to bring up Adam a lot in here, because I like throwing him in there. I like throwing him in the scenario. Just let's blow up his head a little bit. So, okay, that is nice.
Well, it's also because you know that as long as you bring his name up, she's likely to say yes to any fucking thing. So that
Thank
kind of
you,
helps.
Jason. Thank you.
I feel like if you say Adam name, it's just more cool points to get her more like juicy and wet and stuff, and more entitled to answer my questions.
Fair enough.
So have you ever? I haven't really paid attention. If you answer our like bisexual questions, are you bisexual?
I haven't done anything, but I would like to try.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. That makes me so excited because it's more members that are part of. Well, Shannon already shut that shit down earlier, but it's nice to know that you're on board.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even agree to that. Like I saw it, but it's just like.
Jason, don't be quiet, man. I feel like really getting there. I feel like.
I mean, hey, I expected you to go ahead and fire on all cylinders, but if you would like to take a break and have me, chime in with a couple of things, she had a couple of topics that she wanted to discuss. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring them up and say fuck it.
But can women change a man? That is a definite fucking no. And the problem is that women are like. I mean, everybody has problems with self-deceit. That's just a fact. And but women have a very distinct problem with thinking that they can change a man. I've heard of guys that are completely straight up about how much of a dick they are and that they don't do monogamous or that, we hit and we're going to leave and, this shit ain't about to work out the way you think in your head. And bitch be like, okay, yeah. She thinks that the problem is they think they're the one that's going to change them. Like, there's something special about them. Like, okay, I heard what you said, but I'm not those other bitches.
Exactly.
I mean, and they fucking believe it. And the mind is a powerful fucking thing. You tell yourself something enough, you're going to believe it. And niggas will still look at you like, but bitch, I just told you. She's like, yeah, I know, but I'm not them. So, hey. You're about to do shit that you never thought. Like, yeah,
that's
no, but all right.
I have no sympathy for those women because
I know. They fucked up from the jump with that. No, I can do it.
Get go. Yes, that nigga has told them from the start what it is a lot of the time. And they hear it, but they don't fucking listen. They keep on going because they think, like you said, they can be the ones. I hear what you're saying. Really, I do. You know what I'm saying? I actually hear the
I can even repeat it.
Like right now. Right. I can repeat exactly what you said. In fact, I can say that shit to you in a few different languages. I hear you. You feel me?
Right.
But that ain't the case with me. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a different type of situation with me. Yeah, you say that you ain't looking for nothing. I can change his mind. You say that you just going to hit it and quit it. Please, you'll fall in love with this pussy. You say, yada, 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 but they always think that, listen, women always feel like the more they do for a man, the more loyal they are, the better sex they give him, all kinds of stuff. Is somehow going to just change him from asshole number 1 to nice guy number 3. No. That shit is not going to happen.
God, that shit is so annoying.
I don't know where the fuck they get that idea from. And they try and
try
and try. I think
it stems a lot from desperation. And that looks really bad on a lot of people.
Yeah.
But they don't see it as desperate for some reason. I don't know. It's, I don't know. It has to be desperation because when you get desperate, you do a whole bunch of extra shit. And that would include thinking you could change an asshole into a husband or some shit. And that ain't how the shit works.
I wonder if there's something inside of them that is a bit of an insecurity, but if they can somehow achieve this goal of changing this asshole into a decent guy, that they have now accomplished something, so maybe they feel better about themselves, or they feel more special now because of the fact that he changed for her, which usually doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just wondering if there's a possibility of that being the case.
I like how you put that. I would agree with that.
Let me intersect, guys, before y'all get too in-depth for it, okay? And I know you're talking about guys here, but let me throw my 2 cents in of being the male and saying that I have succumbed to some shit like that, and it wasn't because of no pussy. It wasn't because of how I felt. It's just because I was just a nice guy, and I some shit, right? So, story time, let me tell you. So, before the lady who I was with, before I met Thera, right? Her name was Mary. Fine ass, blonde ass, thick ass white lady, right? So, I was with her ass, right? And she told me from the jump, too. She was like, look, okay, first let me put the ground point on. She had 4 kids. Right? She had 4 kids, and she was like, look, I don't want to get married, I just want to be single. I don't really care because I don't even like guys, but she like me and my dingling though, right? I'm gonna just say that. So she's like, I don't even like guys, but she did because she was fucking the shit out of me. But we were dating and we were kicking it for about good 4 months or whatever. And it's whole time we going out fucking family events, Christmas, Thanksgiving. I'm at her house, at her family house or whatever. We see each other every weekend and we work together. So in y'all mind, are we in a relationship or are we not in a relationship? Just for that information alone.
It sounds like it. I mean,
right. It sounds like we're in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. So we're in a relationship, and everybody else knows. And then when we at work, right, she was like, "Oh, I don't want you to talk. I don't want you to fuck with or kick with anybody else but me." That sounds like God, right? Mm-hmm. We're kicking it, right? So, but
it's kicking it in possessiveness. But go on.
Okay, yeah, I would agree with that. Like, you could say like she didn't want me to talk to somebody else, but in my mind, okay, well, fuck, we might as well be together if I'm not allowed to talk to nobody else, And I went to her family house, met her kids, whatever. And as it went further down, she started to detach. Like, she started to detach because shit was getting too real for her. And she was like, "Oh, well, I don't want to be." It's like, I told you I didn't want a relationship in the first place. I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? yo, I was so drunk, man. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck this shit. She's like, "Oh, you want to get married and whatever." First of all, nobody said I want to marry your ass. I'm just fucking the shit out of you. I just want to live in a relationship. So don't talk about you want to be married. Slow your roll. So when y'all say, you talk about changing somebody, I didn't try to change her. Oh, okay. So in that situation, you could be like, yeah, I tried to change her from her idea, but she was showing me different shit than she was actually saying. You know what I mean? So it was kind of confusing in that aspect. So when you say women think they can change a guy or whatever, when they blatantly say whatever. So if a guy is treating this woman like his girlfriend, or treating this woman like a person who's significant, or he's buying her stuff, you'll spend it every damn day with each other, or you're not allowed to talk to no other guy because y'all together. To me, that seems like a legitimate relationship, right? Or it seems like fucking mind games. Now, y'all might be saying like a different, like, oh, you talk about going into a relationship with the intention to change somebody. That's a totally different thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't change an asshole to a nice person if you're not one. But continue. That's all I wanted to say.
Hey, you know what? What you said.
That was an interesting scenario.
What you said is right about the mind games. Because I do get that there are guys out there, and girls too, obviously because of your story, but there are people out there that say they don't want a relationship or whatever, but their actions say that they do. Their actions say that you guys are in one. So I get why a girl might be confused in that situation. Well, okay, I know he said this, but look what he's doing. And since I always say, hey, actions over words, they can say, well, look, he told me to look at his actions. I looked at his actions. But it gets confusing because sometimes you have to look at words over actions, and sometimes you got to look at actions over words. Now, I know that's very, very confusing because most people don't know when to make that distinction. Okay, well, under what circumstances should I look at his actions and what circumstances should I look at his words, Well, you have to come to me and talk to me on each individual case, and I will tell you. Because it's very hard to just say something right now as a blanket statement because it doesn't always happen.
Right. There's no, golden standard because it is case by case.
Right.
But it's important to do both because, people don't, people go into shit not knowing what they want in the first place. Like you said, they say one thing, they do something else, and then when shit starts rolling, they want to change up. Kind of like your story about that, just like, that was, I don't even know what to say about that.
Hey, the mind game was real, and, it actually worked. Yeah, that's, if you, trust me, if, you can't say, oh, I don't want a relationship, or I don't want to be with somebody, but if we just fucking, I don't want to meet your kids. I don't want now. If we fucking, I don't want to go out with you on
no,
bruh. If we fucking call me on the weekends, we can fuck, and we don't even have to spend the night together. That's it. We not.
Well, does that mean that you liked her too, though? Because otherwise, you wouldn't be doing those things with her, right?
Oh no, yeah, no, I like this lady a lot. She was real cool. She was thick as fuck. No, the thing about it is, we worked at a factory together, and she was somebody who I liked for a long time, and nobody could get with her because she just didn't pay nobody attention.
Got you.
Yeah. And I told everybody. I was like, look, you see that right there? I'm not fucking around with y'all. I'm fuck the shit out of her ass. And I did. So that happened.
Okay, anyway, listen. Let's get back to the next subject. I guess the next subject was... Oh, go ahead. What?
Okay. Here's my question, right? Okay, and here, Jason, you might feel a certain type of way about this, right? And Jaztina, please, I'm gonna ask this question to you because it pertains to me and Jason and Thera, right? Okay. So it might be just me petty, but I want to see your take on it as a woman, right? Okay.
All right.
Here it goes. I've been telling Thera I'm gonna post about this for a long time. But I didn't do it because of my own restraint because she said it might come off as an asshole-ish. But we'll just put it out there to everybody on podcast today, okay? So, Jason fucked Thera, right? I had sex with Thera, but Thera is my girlfriend now, right? So, I feel a certain type of way toward Jason because he knows what Thera's pussy look like. Right. So, in my mind, me and Jason do this podcast together, and Jason and me talking, but to me that's fucking weird, and I'm cool with Jason, and Jason be cool, but I'm like, man, I really don't like Jason because he know what my girlfriend pussy look like. So, is this fucking weird, or is this natural for me to feel like this? It makes me feel weird because it makes me feel like I hate everybody who had sex with her, which is 100% not Jason's fault because he didn't know, right? So I'm like, man, I like Jason, but I hate that nigga, dog. But we cool, and I'm trying to put it out there and let know we cool, and everybody else who had sex with there, we cool. But I'm like, is it weird? Is it not a weird way to feel like that? And Jason, you can chime in too.
Wait a minute, hold on. First off, I was about to say I thought we was. I mean, I thought we got past.
Look, we cool, but it's natural in me to not feel like it's okay. Maybe it's like the nigga part of me who I'm like, nah, man. No, fuck that. No, what? Your girl pussy, little nigga. I'm like,
okay, wait a minute.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So you do like me or you don't like me or both?
I like you as a person. I like what you do. I like your creativity. I like, that you strive to have ideas. I like that you're very friendly. I like that you're supportive of a lot of stuff. I like that your ambition to make this group. I feel like you need a push. Okay, we're not making it about you. I feel like you need a push to do whatever you do to be, to get your ideas off the rail. And I'm saying I can help you out with that. Just let you know that. But I gotta get this off my chest here. I do like you, but I feel real slighted because you seen my girlfriend pussy and vagina hole.
Okay. Then I look at it like this. Before you joined the group and Thera had posted a pussy pic, that means everybody in the group has seen her vaginas. I mean, you hate everybody in the group, even though they never met her, half of them? Or is it just the ones that actually had sex with her?
It's people who had sex with her.
Okay, so that means Larry too and all that stuff, right? Like you hate all of us equally.
It's like, yeah, we can meet, but then like you gotta look at Thera and be like, yeah, we fucked, and I gotta look at you like, huh?
Well, the thing is, I never look at you and think, yeah, I fucked that nigga's girl, because I don't care. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That shit is old. We were both single. Y'all in a relationship. We're all still friends. I don't even think about that. Mm-hmm. When you see me, if you have those thoughts, man, this motherfucker fuck my girl, you got to remember that you're thinking about something that is a non-issue. I get that it's an issue for you, but I'm saying that it doesn't have to be, because I don't see it like that. I'm nowhere near interested in that type of thing with her again, because we ain't like that. And so it's so old that to me, it wouldn't matter. Like, okay, if I went up north with Melissa and she introduced me to some guys that she knew or whatever, and there's a cat that she fucked way back in the day before I came along, I ain't going to automatically hate the nigga because, I mean, shit, there's nothing I could do about something that happened before we even met, And there's no reason for me to be upset about something that we even met. It's almost like me looking at the nigga and saying, you know what? Bitch ass nigga, you should have known that 2 years later I would have came along. Okay, so you should have kept that motherfucking dick in your pants, nigga. That's what should have happened. You old non-psychic ass nigga.
Wait, let's get Jaztina's point as a woman on it, and then we'll come back to it. Go ahead.
You are completely 1,000% correct in being able to feel that way. Honestly, that's a kind of an attachment to humanity, in my opinion. But the thing is about thoughts like that, you're not acting out on them, you're not getting irrational, but you can think shit like that. I'm sure there's plenty of other shit along those lines you thought about, but you're not acting out on it. So
Well,
it's completely, it's normal.
Hold
and
on. You said he's not
and it's
acting
not
out
going to
on it,
bother you.
but I do think that those thoughts affect how he acts and or behaves in certain situations, or at least they used to. Because before me and him started doing this podcast, I could always tell the motherfucker had some sort of problem with me. I just, okay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He would say little comments here and there that he wouldn't necessarily make to other people. I don't know, what the fuck is your problem, nigga? You know, or I would say something back and then he'd stop, and then okay, well, whatever, you know, it's just, what? Go
okay,
ahead.
wait, no, I want to, Jessica, I want to get your point on that as, like, have you ever been in that situation, and have you been in a situation where you had to meet your man's previous lover? Yeah, okay.
Yes. So like, when I first started my relationship, and the long one that I had, there was this bitch that he kind of grew up with, and I'd almost say borderline obsessed with, and I really can't. I don't know why. But once we started dating, this bitch is, like, texting him every day and, like, bringing her son up to the fucking barbershop all the time and, like, just all up in. And I'm just like, bro, like, look, I don't give a fuck that you fucked her before, but you need to create some goddamn distance. Like, I don't want to see that bitch. I'm not trying to be her friend or nothing. Like, y'all can be cool, but if she gonna keep doing all that extra shit, then something gotta change. Like, jealousy is a natural thing, but, you know, you have to be rational. But it's, you know, there needs to be some kind of level with it. So, like I said, you having those thoughts is natural.
Right. You see how she said that? She was like, look, man, this is the situation. I can't handle it. Like, I don't even like the bitches. I see y'all have passed together, but, like, this is the situation. So, I'm totally okay with Jason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had to get off my chest so we could be all cool. We can get past the shit. You told me. We spoke about it. You know what I mean? But you just...
And Jason with his over-logical ass trying to explain why you shouldn't feel that way, but you can't tell people how to feel about shit, you know? Like, there's one nigga, feel your shit, say what you had to say about it, and because you guys are resolute, you know, it's cool. Even if it's still an underlying issue, which is normal, you know, you're not going to be, like I said, you're not going to act out and do something stupid like, you know, fuck this nigga because he fucked her years ago or some shit. That's just how it is.
What were you going to say, Devontae? I heard you starting to talk while she was talking.
No, I'm saying, no, it's 100%, like, you know, right there. He explained it that way. That I get it. I'm 100% logical. But in my head, I'm like, it's that, you know, that nigga gene, like, I just come out of nowhere in my head, like, hey, Jason, how you doing? In my head, like, you say hi to that nigga? He fucked you. Huh? What I'm doing? I'm like, no, just still, it's Jason. Jason nice. He nice. We
right.
Podcast. Right. I have a podcast. Outside my head, like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, yo.
I'm like, yo.
Yo, you know what?
You gotta do that shit though, man.
If I was in a situation,
that's completely normal.
Listen, if I was in a situation like that, and I met the dude, and he was kind of a dick, or he acted funny, or he looked at me funny, or he had to look like, yeah, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Asking for it.
Yeah, I fucked your bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If he was that type of dude, then I would have a problem. Like, yo, man, hold on, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But if he was a friendly dude, you know what I mean, and he wasn't nothing like that, then there's nothing for me to be upset about at all.
Funny. All right, okay, we can put it to rest now. All right, Jason, we're gonna podcast, shake it out. It's all good. We'll put it in stone.
Yeah.
It was in my mind. Had to tell everybody, so let everybody know it's the same behavior to everybody, but we all cool. Except for Tony.
Good example of
Tony be talking mad shit. I was playing. Tony, you like drama. Tony talking mad shit. Let you know, keep your dick pics to yourself, little ass nigga.
Disclaimer.
Yo, I can't wait. I can't wait till he be there to hear this shit. Nah.
That's if he even listens to the podcast. I don't even know, because, you know, he done guest hosted a couple times, but I don't know if he listens to the podcast or not. He say he will, but who knows?
Yo, boy, I hope he will. All right, let's hop at Jessica. Let's not make it about us.
Good job, guys. Good job.
That was funny. Oh, man. That was great.
You know how hard it is for females to do some shit like that? Women will hold a grudge, like, so much harder. Like, Devontae, you showed extreme resolve and not going all niggerish and wilding the fuck out. Whereas women, they're gonna hate each other regardless, and maybe even go as far as to start spreading rumors and shit over some shit that don't even matter. So that was a brilliant example of how you can be in a situation like that and fucking grow up. Good job.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's no reason to be petty toward Jason.
Right.
He's a regular dude. Like, if I was a regular dude, same situation. If there was somebody who I was with, but then she introduced me to Jason because she was friendly with Jason, and I had to be in that position as a guy, I would have no animosity toward him, and I would hope he wouldn't have too. So I guess the same situation. So
yeah, Jay don't let that sweat. He lets that shit roll off. Like that was like today is today. Yesterday was then. So don't even be bothered with old shit.
Yeah.
This is pretty good with in the moment, which is hard for people.
I mean.
So I'm curious. How did you two guys meet? What the? yeah. I'm interested. Go ahead. Come
on. Let's just say I've known her since I was really young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's real vague. That's vague as fuck. I'm gonna just say it had to be sexual, maybe.
Where people? Nigga, I said really young. Where do you get the idea of it had to be sexual?
Hey, it's okay. It is okay, Justina. If you was his babysitter, it is fine.
Even though she's younger than me. All right.
Damn. That was fucked up even for me.
Okay, listen. I think that there was another question, another topic that you wanted to discuss, Jaztina, and that was what women say they want versus what they actually go for. And there is a huge difference, right? So, the question is, have you personally ever said you wanted one thing and then went for something totally different?
Yeah, I think it differences or it changes over time. Because in my 20s, I usually it seems like people are caught up in the whole like I want somebody taller than me and older and this certain financial status and shit like that. And then you start fucking people, and it's like, well, I'm gonna need this from that dick and that and that, and then it's cool if he's nice and sweet and handles his shit, but it depends on what you're actually looking for. Like if you're looking for a relationship, or if you're just looking for a really good specimen to fuck. But it varies over age.
Hey, you know what? It's funny you say that, man, because that just made me think about something, right? You have no idea how many women I've heard, either online or verbally or whatever, talk about how they want to fuck, but start listing all the shit that a nigga must have. Just I know. Fuck. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait. All you said was that you wanted some dick. So why the fuck does he have to have a job and have this and have that? What the fuck does any of that have to do with the way his dick feels going inside of you? If that's all you want. Now listen, if you looking for a dick to turn into a relationship, okay, then that's something else. But you making it sound like all you want is a real good fuck partner. Yeah, you got all these fucking requirements and shit. Okay, well, he has a good dick. Take it and shut the fuck up. Where's all the rest of this shit come in at?
Well, for women, it's a little bit more of like kind of like an application process. Where it's kind of like an application process where you have to have at least a GED or a high school diploma to get the fucking job, or you're less likely to be applied. But for men, you just gotta have you guys gotta sign your name. Right. You gotta sign your name and be able to perform, and you're pretty much in.
Right. But the question is why? Why is it like that? Is that because a woman feels like she's lowering her standards and fucking a loser if you don't have A, B, and C? I mean, look, bitch, you want dick, right? That's what you asked for, dick, not dick.
Oh my God, this is fucking great. The first thing you always have to remember when you're asking yourself this shit is that women are crazy. That is just the golden standard. So on top of this crazy, the motives behind what they say versus what they go for versus what they want, you know what I'm saying? It all varies. And sometimes the problem is that bitches care what other bitches think, which is already fucked up, because that ain't That shouldn't matter,
That's
but it does.
Problem.
So when they say they want, first they say yes, they want a good fuck, but he needs to be all this extra shit. Now, it's it's on that delusional shit, because it's like, ultimately, when you look back at the people you fucked, did any of them meet that standard? Like, you have to be realistic. Like, it's the application thing. Like, motherfuckers are gonna lie, first of all. So you gotta determine, like, what you're willing to give up and whatever. It's cool. It's to, in your mind, have a certain ideal, but you can't go telling a motherfucker that, you need to be in these positions and all this extra shit, when all you're really trying to do is fuck. Like, okay, basically, I think the ultimate standard is that, a good fuck that makes her feel good, and everything else can be whatever it is, because bitches will go for the motherfuckers that are not meeting any of those fucking requirements they throw out.
Yo, look, because you talk about the application, right? But look, okay, this motherfucker, he ain't got to pass no drug test. That nigga can have a felony or two. You know what I'm saying? She'll still do that shit. But yet, he's still got to have, this other bullshit that she's trying to act like is required, even though none of that makes a difference when it comes to him being inside of her. That's the bottom line. Listen, if you come at me, you're a female, and you have the best head on the planet, and I know this, man, do you really think I give a fuck about anything else that you have or have done or used to have or could potentially have? No. You know why? Because what I care about is your mouth. And if you got them fucking tongue skills that make me go, oh shit, well, that's all I want you to do. When you leave here, I don't give a fuck if you getting on the bus. Okay? All I care about is that you just made me happy. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So all the rest of that shit means nothing.
I know. That's what makes men so much fun to fuck with.
Yes.
See, I feel like, man, so some women go for the idea of, you need a car, you need, a job, you need this, you need that, whatever. But then, you also get the guys who don't have shit, who they will stay with over a guy who do have shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because of sex or good, whatever, hood game, some shit like that. It's just real confusing shit.
Yes.
But
really confusing. I feel you there.
Right. Yeah, it's real confusing shit. But I feel like I don't know. I'm sorry, I had it with me, but I lost it in midsection.
Damn. It almost kind of ties in with that post you put up about about women being concerned about being looked at as a lady. It's like, I think having those quote unquote standards / requirements is them trying to make themselves look like a better person in a way. Like, ultimately, like I said, they're gonna end up fucking the felonies and the fucking, they ain't got no job, still living with grandma type shit, and then they'll be making excuses for that motherfucker on top of that. But first a bitch had standards, now it's like, well, all that extra shit.
Okay, here, boom, there it is. Lost it. Okay. Yeah. So, about a woman who cares about, their social status, or, about them having, but then guys will go for women who really don't have none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Who live at home with their mom. But not saying there's nothing wrong living at home with your mom. Who does shit like that, who don't have a job, who have kids, who are in a bad situation, and they will probably help them get out of that shit. Or, they'll tell them lies. Sometimes it's lies like, yeah, girl, I can help you get out your mom's basement. You know what I mean? Giving the little nigga, some ass on the side. You know what I mean? Like, right? Little lies, and women go for that qualification, because look, he said it, he has a job, he got this, or he came to me with this, but literally they lied. Right. The situation is you. So, but
that would be the other part of the motive, is finding somebody to take care of her ass, so she wanna act like she has standards or some shit.
Yeah. It's it's funny you say that, because okay, she is thinking, ooh, I'm about to come up, and he lied about some of the stuff that he has to make her think that. Which one of them is really in the wrong?
She's trying to take advantage and front like she's not.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really can't be mad at dude for lying about what he has, although I do not advocate lying at all. But if he's lying about what he has and she only wants him for that and wouldn't give him a shot if he didn't have that shit, I would say that I kind of wouldn't feel any sympathy for her if he did lie and then said, okay, fuck it, I really don't have any time for you. Because her motives were not pure.
Are fucked up, yep.
There you go.
I enjoy a real honest person. Like, I love an honest person who be like, "Hey, look, man, I don't got no money. We going out to dinner. You know, you paying, right? You know, hey,
exactly,
girl, because I ain't washed my ass today. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like,
rare as fuck.
What'd you say, Jess?
That shit is rare as fuck. People, they can't. Honesty is, you know, that's one of those other things bitches say they want is fucking honesty. And it's like, that's one of those classic roundabouts because no, the fuck they don't. Right. Like, they want to build a fairy tale in their head. They want to get the guys to come in and role play and shit, even though they know what the reality is. But they want to be like, no, this is the king's castle and blah, blah, blah. I'm the princess and all this bullshit. And it's just like lying to themselves. Fucking lying. Then they want to get someone to, because they want somebody to take care of them. Not all of them, but, you know, that whole getting over on somebody type shit. Acting like they got standards, but ultimately they just want somebody to come take care of their shit because they fucked up.
Jaztina, are you to come up? You the one that the nigga and the wife beater come over and be like, hey, girl, what's up? Let me lick your booty hole for about 10 seconds and let me throw me some cash?
Cash. No.
Okay, I'm trying to see where your head at. I'm trying to see what your motives is. Trying to see how desperate you is for that dingling.
Dog, no. I like certain types of mind games. It's not money motivated.
Certain types of mind games.
Yeah.
Yo, I used to. Okay, you talk about the whole honesty thing, right? Very rarely will you see a situation where a guy and a girl meet and say to one another, hey, I'm attracted to you, you're attracted to me, so let's blah, 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 blah. Most of the time, a guy's initial approach involves a pickup line, a compliment, a lie, or some sort of game to get a woman attracted. The whole courting process involves a lot of the same. Let me not call her too soon because I don't want to seem desperate. Or let me tell her this so she'll be impressed. And sometimes it is as simple as a guy asking himself, should I pay for dinner? If so, how much? Where should I take her? Will I get sex afterwards? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then other times motherfuckers want to be aloof or unavailable because if you're too available, you seem eager and desperate. But if you're not available enough, then you risk her losing interest in finding somebody who is, you know? And so if a man's goal is sex, he can't just say to the girl, so how much do I have to spend on you before you give me sex?
What? Hey, on the first day, I'll be 100% clear, yo. No. Yep, I'll be 100% clear. Y'all already told Jaztina, you already heard my other podcasts about how much I'm willing to spend on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if I know I'm getting the vagina hole. I'm just saying. You want to have
an analogy is so funny.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, Devontae, you are not most men, and in most situations, just like Jaztina said, it's rare as fuck that a guy is that honest or that anybody is that honest. You know, so most of the time, a guy is not going to come right out and say that shit if he's taking a chick out on a date or whatever. It just don't work that way. Because first off, if he did do that, she'll be offended or feel like a hoe or whatever. And secondly, it's disrespectful to a lot of women. So even if she does want to be wined and dined first before she jumps into bed with you, you can't make that comparison because women don't see things that way. To a woman, it's, I want to feel like a lady, take me out, show me a good time, spend money on me, show me off, make me feel like you're interested in me as a person. To a man, it's, okay, but all of those things involve money. So why not just take this $300 now and have sex with me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, it's cut and dry like, well, it could be cut and dry like that if they mean the same thing. It's just like if you say, okay, what's more important, a man's heart or his wallet or whatever, you know, with heart, like, I don't care about his wallet, blah, blah, but yet every single woman who will ever talk about what she wants in a man, yo, every time a woman talks about what she wants in a man, what's one word that she uses? Provider. What the fuck you think a provider is? It's just a more acceptable way of saying I want a motherfucker that got money and can take care of me.
Right.
That's all that is. So it really ain't no difference in saying wallet. You feel me?
See, me, I would say that money is not really my motivation. Like I've always an opportunity to make money if I choose so to do the bitch. Like I don't got no problem picking up 2 jobs in a second and killing myself. You know what I mean? But I feel like I have a really good heart and I care about people. So, and the fact that I feel like I care about people, that means I'm always willing to try really hard for another person. But, like, I'm not a materialistic guy. You won't see me with no fucking name brand shit unless, you know, if I really like it. Like, I like, Converse. That's it. I only fuck with really Converse. And if you see me with some name brand pants, I'm like, oh, whoa, they had a nice color. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, right. They had a nice color. I mean, I'm kind of basic. Yeah. But I feel like when you be like, oh, I want a guy who's this materialistic shit. Well, the thing about it is, people who got real money ain't trying to be flashy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
They real niggas who keep money.
Say that
shit. Right.
Hey, I personally watched this. This is my funniest. Like, I watched a dude hop out of have a brand new Charger, look the bummy as shit. I'm like, that nigga got it. Got a good job.
Yo, you know
nice
what?
Car.
What this, one of my bosses at my old job was like that. You see this motherfucker wearing the same shit every day. He got his motherfucking feet up on the desk. He don't wear expensive shit at all. It's just jeans and a regular fucking like button-up shirt or something. Not even a dressy one, but just like a regular ass button-up flannel type looking shit. And he sits at his desk. His shoes don't look expensive. That motherfucker is a millionaire. And
right?
you would never fucking know it. You know what I'm saying? You would never know that shit. He was the bummiest looking nigga at the fucking place and had more money than all of us combined.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Because that's not how they roll. They're not trying to flash that shit. They keep that shit in rotation to keep growing their wealth. They're not trying to show it off. There's times and places, which is probably how they got in the money zone in the first place. It's because they're not trying to be some flashy ass idiot.
Yo.
Yeah, Jeff. Hey. You know all about that, boy. I'm telling you, she got the money draws over there. Stop, don't let her fool you.
Hey, yo. Hey, listen, man, before we get back to the questions and shit, I remember one time I was out working one of the events. Like, I don't remember if it was Art Beats and Eats and this guy was walking past and one of my supervisors was like, yo, he got money. You could just tell by looking at him. And I remember walking up to one of the guys, man, just because I say all kinds of shit and don't really care. I was like, hello, sir. You look like you have money. Yo, my boss was like, listen, you don't say no shit like that. What's wrong with you? I said, I thought that he would appreciate my honesty and being,
right?
just take it as a joke and just, and next thing you know, I'm talking to him, he's like, yeah, you can't do that shit. Oh, man. But anyway, our next, by the way, I'm keeping all this shit in the podcast, at least this part, because we having too much fun. But the next topic, I believe, was, should we give nice people a chance, even if we're not physically attracted to them?
It depends on if they look good enough.
What?
I'm sorry. Look, because I gotta have some type of fucking common ground as what I need. I need me a nice looking booty. If you got a nice looking booty, you gotta have at least a nice looking face. If you don't gotta have a nice looking face, you better have a nice looking booty. Okay, if you got a nice body,
butter faces are accepted.
Nice ass, luxurious hair, or you better walk real slutty. I'm telling you right now. Or even then, you ain't gonna be bae. You gonna be like maybe I don't know, side piece.
The undercover.
Yeah, you the undercover hoe. Like I just can't do it. Should we give nice people a chance? Yeah, but if they're attractive enough, I'll say that.
I'm trying to trying to expand my my humanity in the last year because I don't like people and shit like that. So I've been giving people chances in places that I normally would not. So I've gone out with.
Well, good for you.
Hung out with. Oh Jesus, no.
Oh.
It's not like that.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you're serious, then thanks. But
yeah, no. I was serious. I think that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, like at my job, there's this guy that, this white guy. Like, I don't fuck with white guys because they just don't have what it takes to be ultimately honest. And he's not cute. He's not, anything like that. He was just somebody that I would just talk to pass the time. So, this motherfucker he got some other person at my job to tell me that he likes me and that, and she gave me his number. Like, okay, if you had a chance in the first place, you already fucked it all up because you had a messenger send me some shit instead of you fucking finding your balls and saying something to my face. But whatever. So I looked past that shit. So then, now he keeps coming over and talking to me all the fucking time, and it's getting a little weird. And I'm like, you know what? Now, I still am skimming the line of, giving people chances and not trying to take advantage of them. But there was this concert coming up of this band that I missed like 3 times in the last 8 months. So they're coming back to Detroit, and I'm like, you know what? He likes that kind of music, so I should get him to take me there. And well, this is also on the chance of, let's see if there's not anything, beyond just talking, but because I'm not attracted to him at all, like no chance. And of course, he already went into the negatives with the messenger shit. So I tell him about the concert. He buys his ticket like 3 weeks before I buy mine. But we meet up and we go to this concert. So this motherfucker, this is his chance if he has anything to say, now that uncomfortably I know how he feels about me. And we go to the concert, and there's like 3 different sets. The first band I didn't know, but we stood there, and then we went out to smoke, and then come back for the second band. The last 2 bands are the ones I wanted to see. So I'm standing on the floor, the general admission area. I'm like 5 rows from the front. And when the second band that I wanted to see is about to come up, this motherfucker wants to go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, go ahead, because I have a good spot and I'm not leaving. I didn't come here to fucking run around. I came here to see some music. So this motherfucker goes out. He misses the whole second set because of whatever. I don't even fucking care because I'm there for the fucking concert. So that set's over. He tries to message me because he doesn't have my phone number. He hits me up on Messenger. And he's trying to call me and find out where I'm standing. So I'm like standing there waving my hand, looking like a fucking idiot while he comes to get over where I'm at. And then when the main band comes on, he's standing behind me. Like he went through this whole crowd to get to where I was. And his pussy ass wants to stand behind me the whole time. So I'm like, man, fuck it. The band I wanted to see is here. I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody about to interrupt this. So band goes on. Some people leave in the front. I move even closer to the front. This nigga's even further behind me. And I had a good time. And so we're driving back. I get dropped off. I only had like 4 hours of sleep before the next day. So we get to work the next day. Actually, before I went to bed, he sent me a message that was like, he's like, now, granted, we just spent about 8 hours together. So he had the time, if he had the balls, to say anything, which he didn't. So after he drops me off, he sends me a message talking about, are you even interested in me? I'm like, I glanced at it and I'm like, bro, I'm going to talk to you tomorrow because I'm fucking tired. And I get really vicious when I'm tired, so I let it alone.
So when he came back, he should have got stuck behind you, grabbed on your booty hole and was like,
oh, no.
Time for the right jazz, you know what I mean?
No, because then I would have had to drive his car because he would have been mangled. So, no, that would be a very bad idea. But the next day, he was all pissy and pouty and shit, and it's like, what the fuck is your problem? It's like, well, we went to this thing together, and you're standing in front of me, and blah, blah, blah. Like, look, first of all, you're a grown-ass man, so if you're going to be at a concert, which you do go to these kind of concerts, if you're going to be with someone, you should probably stand next to them. That's on you. You wanted to go to the bathroom, I wasn't leaving, like, that shit was on you. So, basically, we don't talk anymore. But, I got what I wanted out of it, and I gave him a chance. And I'm like, we were there for 8 hours. You didn't say shit. Now you want to start having all this sad, pouty talking? Like, man, fuck out of here with that. Thanks for the ride.
Well, to be fair, thanks for the ride. Wait a minute. But to be fair, you did say that you were at the concert to hear the fucking music. Man, that nigga wasn't trying to talk to you and tell you that shit while you were at the concert. Hey, by the way,
no, the thing is, No, before the concert started, we got to downtown like 2 hours before it started. We went to get some tacos and shit. So there was talk time even between the sets. But the motherfucker didn't say shit.
I mean, shit, he probably didn't want to make that shit awkward right before the concert. Then he would have really been in an awkward ass position.
No.
Well, that's when you're supposed to make a decision, and that's what he decided. So,
see, I'm so bold, right? I turn shit around on a dime. I'll be like, so we eating these tacos, right? You know what else look like some tacos?
Jesus.
Enchiladas, right? Enchiladas look like, no, it don't look like enchiladas, you right. Alright, so Jazz, I've been really feeling you lately, you know what I mean? We've been at work, though, but, you've been wearing them jeans. You've been wearing them jeans, and, looking like some tacos in them jeans, girl. I swear, but...
Yeah, none of that.
But the important part, too, see, you too damn, not bold. I think you put on a stone face. You can't be so closed down. He was trying. Dude was trying. No, he wasn't. He wasn't trying. I'm lying.
No, he wasn't. And, that whole... Like I said, the whole talking at work shit, like, I wasn't stone-faced during that shit. Like, yeah, I look like that to everyone else, but when I'm talking to you, I'm myself, not Stone Cold bitch. So, he had his chance. He had plenty of chances, and he didn't step up for anything. So, I'm not about to hold your fucking hand, like...
Okay, so what exactly is your answer? Yes? That you will give a guy a chance if he's not attractive, but he's nice? Or
yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Alright, okay, so because you wasn't interested in dude, because you feel like he didn't step up in a manly manner to approach you away. So my question is, what does an end look like for you? What signs do you give out to a person? I mean, obviously we see what you do with Adam. You blatantly just tell motherfucker. But what is physically, if you haven't announced your affection for somebody or not, your like for somebody, what does it look like?
For what they do or what I do?
For what you do. Like, how would you let somebody know that you're attracted to them without actually coming out and being so bold?
Oh, there's a definite minor flirtations and shit. There's levels to that shit. So that's sort of a way to gauge.
Man,
but if they're attracted to, then
you gotta tell the nigga. I said be specific. You over there talking about, hey, well, there is minor flirtation. We know that bitches flirt, and we also know that it's super fucking minor to where most niggas can't gauge it. So, be specific. What do you do?
Right, she beating around the bush. I'm trying to figure out, is there a hair flip? Do you give them that side, with the lip up, showing your teeth, like kind of like a growl? You know what I mean? Do you give up the little eyes, the eyebrow? Do you touching your titties? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, like, women always act like they really get signs that niggas are supposed to know.
It's all in the conversation. I don't get to that like hungry wolf look when I'm looking at somebody until maybe a certain point, or even I don't know. I don't even know.
Okay. Better yet. If a guy makes you laugh, is he in there a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, on the you gonna get the pussy scale, guy making you laugh, how many points does that add?
That gets you a 3 to 5, depending on how good / possibly dirty the humor is. It doesn't have to be dirty, but it has to be clever. You can't be talking about the same old shit everyone else is talking about.
Right.
Hey, Devontae, now you do realize that she picked me and you, and only me and you, as the two funniest niggas in the group, right?
Wow.
Humorous shit, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to let the nigga know it was there.
Wow. But I didn't even put that shit together.
Right. Me neither. I did not. I'm just connecting the dots, but I'm just saying.
Dr. Vaza is like, oh, okay, I see that shit.
She a hard cookie when we trying to figure out how to break the cookie. You know what I mean? How to at least get to the cookie dough or something.
I love cookies.
Oh man, yo. These niggas gonna be listening to this shit like, yo, this shit is a riot. Oh, these niggas clowning. So, all right. So, Devontae, you say, no, you will not give somebody a chance if they are not physically attractive. Jastina, you say, yes, you will, but they gotta really step up to the plate and knock that shit out the park, right?
Yeah. They don't have to be, you already know. There's no. It's like one out of every million motherfuckers that you'll run into that is any sort of, like, obviously I'm going to say Adam, but there's other people that have that sort of intellect that makes me interested. And it's very far in between. But, you know, it happens. And when it happens, then you can run with it.
So I feel like Jaztina, she likes, obviously she stated, she likes confidence mixed with personality. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And some intellect, you know?
For sure.
We're talking about that newspaper shit. What everyone else is talking about, just new shit, you know?
Yeah. You like in-depth, like, people who dig deeper, right?
Oh, yeah. They don't... It doesn't start off like that, but, you know, just not the normal shit, like where you walk into a room and most people are talking about, oh, did you see this shit on the news type shit? Like, usually it's progressive thinking. That's something I like.
Okay.
Like, not that same old work the 9-to-5 shit and work for the man for the rest of your life. Like, you know, talk about some entrepreneurial shit or some way that you're going to go outside the box of what everyone else is doing in order to progress in life. I like to talk about shit like that. And people that are minded like that.
Turns you on, huh?
Yeah.
Real
it's very
right?
stimulating. Not very, but, you know, you mix that with some dirty talk and yes, you have my fucking attention.
Stimulating.
Yeah.
I bet she got handcuffs right in her bed. She ain't fucking around anyway.
Alright. So what's the next topic?
Let me see. Have I come up with any random question? Go ahead. Keep looking at some random questions.
Hey, you know what? Yo, I didn't even answer that last question.
Yeah.
I have to, but okay, let's see. Well, you know what? That subject actually leads us to our next question. Is sexual attraction explainable?
Sexual attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain why
some
you
aspects.
are sexually attracted to someone?
Yeah. Because okay, say like how Jazz, she just mentioned that she likes somebody's intellect, their drive. They're basically their whole idea of making the world better, or them being the man in charge. You know what I'm saying? Them being the man in charge, them being the leader as opposed as the worker. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not even looking at their body, just that idea alone, she says she's attracted to. So when you saying is attraction, can it be explained? Or you said sexual attraction? So she might be turned on just from that alone. Now, when you add someone's their personality, or like the way they walk, or you know the way they step or whatever, you know that'll get you. So in a general sense, I would say it that way. But for me, being more specific, I would be sexually attracted to a variety of shit. Like I can look at somebody and not know them, but it might be like their eyes, or it might be like their hair, like the way their hair looks, or their hip to fucking thigh ratio. It's weird shit about me. Like when I see somebody and you don't have no shoes on, I'm looking at your toes. I'm sorry, 100%. If your toes fucked up, we got a problem. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah.
You hit me on my unattractive scale 10 points. I'm like, damn.
But if her toes look really, really good, Devontae.
Right, if her toes look really, really good, I'm like, that motherfucker. I'm right in my mouth. When I hit that shit sideways, boy, right in my mouth. I ain't fucking with you, girl. You gotta go up from there, you know what I mean? You gotta go from like hot a booty, and maybe she don't got no booty. You be like, alright, I forgive you. You got nice toes though. You gotta going up, and you be like, okay, you don't got no titties, alright, but you got some real nice lips and some real pretty eyes. I think you might just be my girlfriend today. See?
Well,
sexual attraction explained.
I guess.
Jason, what's your take?
Oh shit. I'm very, very visual. Very.
Oh
very
yeah,
visual.
I forgot.
So for me,
Bitch, I had to say nothing.
Huh? You said what?
Bitch, ain't gotta say
shit. Yeah, I mean, listen. I don't give a fuck if she's discussing physics. You know, I don't give a fuck if she is like, you know how like Adam talks, right? Okay, so you know, the average person would say, okay, well, look, man, you know, motherfucking Lena's head wasn't as good as Eve's head, but Adam might say, well, you know what, I felt that Lena's fellatio was a bit inferior to that of, Miss Mathers. Like, what the fuck, man? Just say the shit. You don't have to. If you're a woman and you look good as fuck, you ain't got to do any of that shit. I don't care about your intelligence. I mean, I care, but it's not. No. What I mean is,
I know there's nothing wrong with it.
It doesn't have to do with sexual attraction. Yeah, I mean, it's good that you're intelligent, and I don't know dummy, but it's not going to get my dick hard. You feel me? Your sense of humor, it's not going to get my dick hard. I may like these qualities about you, but it's not going to arouse me at all. So, is sexual attraction explainable? Devontae just explained it, so yes, it is for him. For me, I can explain it by simply saying she looks good, I'm attracted. If she doesn't, I'm not. And it's pretty much that cut and dry. You know what I'm saying?
That is amazing.
Although, there is a small exception, I will say this, because not every good-looking woman has sex appeal. There are some women who look really, really good, like they're super pretty, but they have the sex appeal of a broom. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you just don't have it. It's like there's something, her eyes don't say anything. You know what I'm saying? Like some girls' eyes, you like, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you just notice the difference. You could have two girls right next to each other, and they both look fine as fuck. But one of them, you say, you know what? I'd fuck her. The other one, you say, I'd probably fuck you too, but I don't want to fuck you. I just would fuck you because you look so damn good.
Feel like this. Have you ever been in school, right? When you were in school, you've seen somebody who's fine as fuck, but when they show their intellect as far as like answering questions, they be like, oh, I don't know this answer, or they be like this, or when they ask, they don't know shit, or they want to do shit, or they always get put out because they do real dumb shit, or they just not smart. Is that a turn on? Is that sexually, does that fuck you up in their sexuality? You know what I'm saying? Or obviously you can fuck the shit out of them because they look good, but does it turn you off?
I don't think that I remember many girls being that dumb in school or having issues to where they got kicked out and stuff like that. If it happened, I don't think that it would have an effect on any sort of sexual attraction. It may have an effect on how I view them, but not sexually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, multiple times it has been displayed. I seen it was some dumbass hoe and they did some dumbass fucking retarded shit. I'm like, dog, you can't be fucking that stupid. Well, everybody in here knows this answer, but you, what have you been doing? It'll make no sense. Your ass and your face can only get you so far.
You know what? Hold on. I'll actually, now that you say that, okay, I look at somebody like Kelsey, right? Now, Kelsey's family, so I like her. I mean, I have to like her. But I don't want to fuck her or anything. But I think that a lot of that is due to just because of the way that Kelsey is. Like, and it's not anything against Kelsey, like in a bad way. But I'm saying based on her type, she's still the young-minded felony. I want to do stupid shit and get caught and then like not get caught and then like laugh about it and then like get drunk and then say I'm not going to drink no more and then take a sip right as I'm saying that shit. Like that part of the time, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. It's
well said.
None of that makes me sexually attracted. No, I'm sure she could care less. But the point I'm trying to make is that you were talking about certain behavioral traits or whatever, and I said, okay, I don't get sexually attracted to that type of shit. Now, there are certain times I see Kelsey's pictures and I'm like, damn, you look good as fuck right now. But that's rare. And other times I see her and it's just Kelsey because I know Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, man, you just look at and you don't really see them as attractive, even if they are attractive, just because you see them a different way. So because I don't really see her as somebody who I want to fuck, even when she is looking real good, I don't think, ooh, I want to fuck you. I just think you look really good today. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Or am I like really confusing?
No, I got it. All right, Jess, before I put my input in again, go ahead, you answer, or I say something else.
Oh no, that was it.
Did you answer already?
I thought so.
Damn, my zone now. Fuck out, bro. Okay. I thought it was only Jason's input. Okay, so what I'm gonna say is,
wait a minute, hold on. How could you not remember when you responded to her answer? You
did I? Bro, okay.
He said he tuned out.
I tuned out. Like,
you said, wait, so you're saying that you like confidence mixed with personality, right? And she said, yeah. And this was after she said, intelligence and humor and this big old thing. Like, you don't remember all that shit? That's what it
yeah, maybe, okay. Alright, I'm back. Okay, what I was going to say, there are some people who put on that persona as being fucking dumber than they actually are, just because they want to keep people at bay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not show your full intellect, or you may just want to be left the fuck alone, so you be like, I just want to be, just dumb myself down a little bit. Or maybe, just to piss people off.
Now, see, those bitches don't have a right to ever complain about being or not having no niggas. I don't give a fuck. If that's what they trying to do, hey, bitch, you succeeded. I don't want to hear you talking no shit about how you can't find no dude. Especially if you trying to do some dumbass shit like that.
I could concur with that.
All right.
You put yourself in a situation by pretending to be that way. Especially if you do it with everybody. Like, you should be selective because not everybody's the same, but...
Oh, and...
what can you say?
By the way, separately, because I don't want her to think that I'm talking about her with this, but because of what I said earlier, love you, Kelsey. Just wanted to say that. Okay, go ahead.
She already know my view on her ass.
That you want to fuck the shit out of her, right? That's your view.
Yeah, but we don't see that happening anytime soon.
Why? Because Kelsey's on some bullshit, or because some other shit that I really don't know about right now? And
I'm a really busy man, and I ain't about to travel to no fucking Ohio right now.
I see. So is that
no,
really...
for vagina hole? I already have a vagina hole right here. She's very willing.
So wait a minute. So is that your view on Kelsey, that you're not driving to fuck her, or is there a different view that you were trying to say? That
no, I think that she's a nice person. I think she's a sweetheart or whatever. I think she got some fucked up views on guys. But yeah, that's it. She's nice. I'm not going to go fuck her right now. Yo, okay. I'm trying to keep this shit about Jaztina. I like her input here. We trying to talk about her chocolatey fucking Hershey titties.
Man, fuck Jaztina right now, man. Look, all of us are having a good time. What is this shit?
We having a good time, but I'm trying to get the guys, all the guys, all the males, all the females, 100% in the know about her. Jaztina,
do I like what?
Feet. Male feet, female feet. What's your view?
No.
You keep your feet pedicured, manicure, what the fuck it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. So if a guy wanted to stick your toes in his mouth, you saying yeah?
Yeah, he could, but I'm not really. That's not.
Can he kiss you in the mouth afterwards? See?
Yeah, why not?
Hard limits. We trying to figure them out. Yeah, real not. Okay. That seemed real sketchy right there.
Yo, man, the thing is, all women say they hate feet for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So
they do, huh?
Listen, if you take a poll in the group, you will have 5 or 6 bitches in a row. I hate feet. That's all you fucking see from women. So yes, they do.
I never thought about it like that.
Okay. Here's that thing just popped in my head. So you said that you on the team no vibrator or dildos, right? Why?
Well, I really like live dick. Like, something about, actual blood pumping through the thing that's inside of me versus, in my mouth versus some loud ass toy. Like, I've passed them up. I go to sex stores and shit and I see them, but it's just like, this shit isn't sexy. Like, dick is sexy. Real actual dick attached to hips that are gonna fucking try to break my pelvis. Like, the toys are just...
Do you watch porn a lot? You probably don't watch as much as I do, but do you watch a good deal
Definitely
of porn?
Not as much as you, but yeah, I watch porn.
Hell no. Okay. So, you like that position I posted earlier today? If anybody saw it?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I won't forget that image until I get it done.
I didn't see
neither.
it, so.
Were you gonna see Jason?
No.
He had like old girl upside down on the couch, so her head was like slightly hanging off the couch, but he had her legs split open like a split, and he was like fucking
Side rail.
he was sideways railing her ass. So he was on the couch like facing, like he was like laying down on the couch, and she was like off her head. So it was really weird and cool.
Like a video or a GIF or what?
It was a gift.
All right.
Yeah.
That was like straight G-spot fucking. That was hot.
Right.